Welcome to another episode, everyone. There in High Desert State Prison, let's call him Lil Cuz from Compton, Crip. Really disrespected a Southsider in the worst way, leading to immense bloodshed and chaos. This situation nearly cost many people their lives. This is when I first began to be laced up on how these level 4 prisons really work in real time, because I had just hit the yard. And this situation transpired days, really, after I got to BR there in High Desert State Prison. This is a level 4 270. Again, you have level 4 180s and you have a level 4 270. This was a 270 yard, but yet still extremely violent, and many incidents led to much bloodshed. I came across this story in my mind when I was thinking, because today makes 4 years since I have been out. Today, April 19th, makes 4 years since I have been home. Not a big thing to many people, because I know many people have been out since 1990 and 1999 and all this 30 years. Congratulations to them. And I plan on being there as well, whatever time I have left here on this earth. But I've never made it out of prison, been out for this long. So I was just beginning to think last night, some of the things that I went through when I first hit the yard that was so crazy there in High Desert State Prison, and why I should stay out of there, and why my message is that everyone should stay out of there. Before I continue, let me say shout out to my godson, Akil. Going through a little situation. They're trying to say he pushed a girl in school or something. They're trying to give him 3 to 6 months. He goes to court tomorrow, and I believe he's going to beat the case tomorrow. Whatever gods that you all believe in, or spirits that you may believe in or pray to, put in one for my godson, Akil. Peace to the God. You'll be all right. Let's get into this. Lil Cuz hit the yard in High Desert State Prison just a few months before me. Nevertheless, he was still laced up with the rules, because Lil Cuz had been to many other prisons before. Unlike myself, I've been to some other prisons, but never a level 4. Lil Cuz had. Lil Cuz was not necessarily a young individual either. He was about 33, 34 years old, and he had been locked up for 7 or 8 years, so you would think that he understood and digested the politics rather well. There in the chow hall, people, what you would do is you go to chow, breakfast or dinner, what they refer to as chow, breakfast or dinner. Right there is a window before you get up there to grab your tray as you're coming through the line. And you knock on the window and call for your homeboy that works back there in the kitchen to put some more stuff on your tray. I used to go to my boy TC from Schoolyard to the cell with the homie J-Lo from Schoolyard. And TC, he worked in the kitchen. He used to bring me back big old bags of ice and this and that. I hit the window, hit the door when I'm coming through. Go get TC. Or he already be right there. Oh, got you. So then when you go to the window, hook up your tray, just pile it up. Lil Cuz is used to getting the same treatment because his big homie works there in the kitchen. So every day he gets laced up with a lot of stuff. Lil Cuz is a strong individual. He has a strong reputation. He's a stand-up individual from his faction. Again, he's been locked up. He's been putting in work. No smut on his name whatsoever. So his homeboys naturally are looking out for him, and they embrace him and have love for him. On this occasion, his homeboy sees him there and said, I got you. But when Lil Cuz gets up to the window to get the tray, a Southsider is there serving the tray. The individual that was before him, which was a black individual, had gotten the tray that Lil Cuz was supposed to get. This tray had all sorts of stuff on there. Grilled cheese and ham sandwiches. And Lil Cuz wanted this tray. And unbeknownst to him, the Southsider really gave the wrong individual the tray. Lil Cuz homeboy said when he get to the window, hook him, give him this. He telling the Southsider, because the Southsider is the one at the window on this occasion, looking out for his people and passing out the trays. So, they work together in the kitchen. They all look out for one another. So he tells the Southsider, hey, when the homie get up there, give him this tray right here. Southsider said, okay, cool. Southsider gave it to the dude that was right before Lil Cuz. He gave it to the wrong individual. So Lil Cuz get to the window. He like, what's this? Let me get my tray. Let me get my big tray. So I guess the Southside told him, oh, that was for you, my bad. I gave it to, someone else. He like, man, you gave it to somebody else. He like, okay, that's fine. Just give me some more in it. You know what I mean? I'm not finna go get the tray from him. He already went up there sitting down, eating the tray. Man, just give me another tray. So I was like, no, it ain't no more like that. Like whatever I got left is for my people. That's it. So Lil Cuz like, man, call the homie, whoop-de-whoop. But Lil Cuz is holding up the chow line. You have a bunch of killers in the line who are hungry and thirsty, and they want their tray. And Lil Cuz, they all lined up, waiting on Lil Cuz to grab his tray and go sit down, so we can all get up there and get our tray and go sit down. Lil Cuz has other ideas. He's upset about this cheese sandwich. To the point the police finally told Lil Cuz, hey, come on, man, you got to go. You own up the line. So now the police, the Southsider, and you have a couple of people in the line that are mumbling now like, man, goddamn, Cuz, come on, Cuz, shit. All this. So Lil Cuz is catching hell from every corner. The police tripping, Southsider at the window tripping as far as he's concerned, and some brothers are behind him in the line. Now they're starting to trip. Lil Cuz gets frustrated. Like, man, basically like, man, F all y'all, man. What? He throws the tray back in the window. Right there where the Southsider is at. You can hear the tray hit the wall, then hit the ground. It just goes quiet in the chow hall. You can hear the tray just bouncing, like cracking up, bouncing off everything. Pow, 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 pow. Lil Cuz like, Cuz? After he threw the tray. Southsider is standing right there in the window. He got hit with the tray or something. Everyone is thinking, I'm sure. Lil Cuz then goes and sits down without his tray. Y'all want me out of the line? I'm holding y'all up so much. Like, here, I'm done, man. Here, get this. I'm out of here. And he can F this tray. I don't want nothing. He just going to forget about breakfast. He's going to forego breakfast and just go sit down without his tray. But now he done threw the tray. So when he goes and sits down, his big homie that works in the kitchen and the Southsider comes out of the kitchen. Now, when I first got there, it was made explicitly clear to me that this is a weapons-only yard. I never heard of that. I said, what is that? What do you mean, a weapons-only yard? It means just what we said, bro. You get into it with someone, you must have a weapon and be ready to use the weapon at all times, because someone is going to use a weapon on you. This is a weapons-only yard. No one is going to fight you, bro. No one. They told me that as soon as I hit the yard. I'd never even heard of a weapons-only yard. I was 25 years old when I hit High Desert in 1999. It was still extremely violent and rough back then. So I got myself a weapon, and I was wearing it wrong. I had it tied up a certain way inside of my pants. So if the case of police patted me down, they couldn't feel it. But I should have never had it tied. It takes too long to get it out. But I was new, and I was just trying to protect myself. So I certainly had armed myself. I'm sitting there in the kitchen, and when Lil Cuz big homie comes out And the Southsider, I said, okay, it's up. It's about to go up. It's on. It's on. Southsider has a demonic look on his face. He wants blood. He's livid. Lil Cuz, big homie, he doesn't look much kinder. He's upset as well. Lil Cuz is in total violation. You done threw the tray back in there. Everyone is in there working in the kitchen. These dudes been hooking you up every day. As soon as you don't get your tray for whatever reason, you crash out. But you can't do this in prison. Not on a level 4 yard, not in high desert. You must respect everyone at every turn. And if you do not, there will be hell to pay. I don't care who you are. And when they came out, they got up on Lil Man. Lil Man, big homie told him, bro, what are you doing? What did you do? Lil Man like, cuz I was just saying, man, after Trey, told him I was holding up the line and this and that. And so they explained to him that they had gave a tray to the other dude. He's like, oh, I didn't know, whatever. But the Southsider and the rest of the Southsiders in the kitchen, because the Southsider said, man, you hit me with the tray. Look, and he got all kinds of, he hit it. His shirt has food on it. His pants wet up. He is livid. I'm thinking, here we go. This is a combustible situation, and this is about to explode right now. I put my hand in my pen, and I start trying to get this stupid old knife out because I didn't got it tied up the wrong way, and I'm having hell getting it out. But when I finally do loosen up the string, I start standing up some. My thought process was I'm going to hit the wall and put my back up against the wall. And let's go. So when I loosened up the string, I started standing up. The big homie was like, bro, what are you doing? Man, sit down. What are you doing? I'm like, man, what you mean? It's about to go up. He's like, bro, sit down. It's not about to go up. Chill out. I'm like, all right, but I still have my hand on my pen. I'm like, okay. So I'm sitting right there. And because the Southsiders in the chow hall, they're looking tense. It looks to me like they're ready to jump up and go live. They're ready to get up and get it cracking. I've seen this movie before, and it didn't end well. I've seen these looks. And so I'm saying, no, man, this ain't no. What are you talking about? Just chill out. It's going to be taken care of, bro. You're in the big times now. There's certain protocols. No matter how upset the Southsider is, you're going to holler at Lil Cuz's people, shot caller, and either if they don't handle it, then it's going to be something. But they're going to give them the chance to handle it. Lil Cuz, big homie, told the Southsider right there in front of everyone, we'll take care of it. Right there in front of Lil Cuz. Said we'll take care of it. We already know what that means. Lil Cuz already know what that means. That he's cooked. And it's a weapons only yard. They're not about to fight this dude. He knows in that moment that he's about to be stabbed. He literally knows this already. But there's nothing that he can do. And the Compton Crips, they got on the yard. They went over this. They were conversing about this situation. They let it be known rather quickly, rapidly, that this situation was going to be rectified that same day. Again, this is when I learned really that the hub and the dub car, the Compton Crips and the Watts Crips, really had a certain structure behind that wall as well. They're pretty strong and organized, and they take care of business. I learned this head on, really watching this situation, having just hit this yard myself. I'm talking about days prior, basically. Big homie is lacing me up with why this dude, Lil Cuz, is about to be attacked and why the blacks are about to do it. This is when I really started to learn the politics and the protocols there on the level 4 yard. So it was made explicitly clear to everyone that Lil Cuz was about to be attacked, really be made an example of, and that he was about to exit the yard in the most brutal of fashions. Okay. They held true to that. There was no hesitation. There was no contemplation. They let the Southsiders know we're about to brutalize this individual for what he did. Lil Cuz, I don't know. He lost it. Yes, he should have known better because you say what you want, but anyone does this, you're going to receive the same results. If it had been a black that he hit the tray with from another car, another group, another faction, it would have been the same result. They would have had to brutalize this dude and get him off the yard. Came out to the yard. Later on that evening, there they had night yard for a little while on the 4 yard. No, actually, they didn't have night yard. We would go in right before it got dark, like at 6 or whatever. The yard crew would be out there, but it was heading to get dark, and everyone already knows what's about to happen, including Little Cuz. He knows he messed up, but he's not rolling it up. He didn't try to roll it up enough. He was about to come out here and take his medicine. He knows that these dudes are about to jump on him. There's no doubt. Only thing he can do is PC up or come out here and defend himself and keep his name. And that's what he did. He came out to the yard. He stayed down. He came out like, man, I know it's all bad. And when he came out, he was walking around the track by himself. He didn't have a friend in sight. He must have felt so lonely and isolated in that moment. He's walking around the track, and I see some dudes scurrying up to him, getting close. I said, these are the culprits. They're about to get this dude. Because the one dude from Compton that was walking up on him, this dude was bestial. He was big, muscular, and just looked menacing. I just thought this dude was about to, oh man, it's about to go bad for Lil Cuz. And it did. They got up on him and started hitting him hard. I mean, the one dude who I thought was a menace from Compton pulled out a bazooka. A big old thing. I mean, you can, a big, nasty, rusty machete, and went right at Lil Cuz. Bam, and hit him with it. I said, oh, wow, this is bad. This is about to go bad for this dude. Lil Cuz, he hit the ground and he felt it and hit the ground immediately. There was nothing he can do. The first hit was punishing. There was nothing he can do. Opened up a wound on him immediately. He was leaking out immediately from the first hit. And when he hit the ground and they didn't let up. They got on him. It was bad. It was extremely bad. It was bloody. Lil Cuz had no defense. He was down on the ground, cooked, immobile even. And they continued to hit him until finally they got down. When the police are you can see that the police are going to shoot at this point. If they don't stop right now, they're going to shoot. The police are telling them, Last, stop now. Because they wouldn't let up on him. I thought, man, they trying to kill this dude. Man, he did was throw a tray. And he one of their guys. Again, that's when I learned no one is bigger than the program. It doesn't matter. None of that matters. It just doesn't. You mess up, regardless of who you are, who you think you are. You're not bigger than anyone else here. We'll show you that. You have to mind the program like everyone else, or else. That's it. They brutalized Lil Cuz. He did not walk off of that yard. They took him off on a stretcher. That may have been the first time I ever seen a stretcher hit the yard as well, but it was not the last. Maybe the first time, because I saw they running. The nurses they running towards him because he's not moving. He's not moving. There's blood everywhere. And the man's down there. I said, man, this is bad. I said, whoa. That was like the first most vicious stabbing that I seen, I believe. In that sort of way, yes. I got a rude awakening to the 4-yard. I got hit with the politics in real time. You got to learn this stuff and learn it fast, bro, or this is what's going to happen. That's it. Stay out of there. I'm glad I'm out of there. I want everyone else to get out of there and stay out and be free. But I'm going to get into some of the stuff in these coming days that I personally went through in there. I'm going to get into my first day in prison, my first day ever in the county jail. This stuff is crazy. Lil Cuz, I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comments. Because you may think that it's kind of small, him throwing a tray with food on there and hitting someone with the tray, or the food at least hitting someone. It's not worthy of him being nearly killed on the yard. This perhaps is your position. I'm here to tell you that that's just not how it works there. That people have been killed for less, for much smaller slights. It's just simply a matter of respect. And the moment that you don't respect someone, or that someone feels disrespected, your life is in danger. Stay safe and stay free, people.